pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to welcome you to the City Council Minnehaha County Joint Meeting for October 28th and remind you to silence your cell phones. I would like a motion on the county side to approve the agenda.
So moved. So moved.
The county agenda.
Point of order. Do we need to do a roll call first?
Oh, do you guys go ahead, Tyler?
Yes, we would need a roll call of your city council, please.
Council members.
Councilmembers Anderson.
Here.
Erickson.
Here.
Erpenbach.
Here.
Jamison.
Here.
Karski.
Here.
Kiley.
Here.
Rolfing.
Yes.
Staggers.
Present.
Commissioners, do we have a quorum present? Seeing three, there's a quorum present on the county side. Now we will go on. Can I have a motion and a second on the agenda on the county side, please?
Move approval of the agenda.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor on county side?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously.
Need a motion from the council for
So
their
moved.
agenda?
Second, Erpenbach.
A motion and a second. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmembers Anderson.
Here.
Erickson. Erpenbach.
Here.
Jamison.
Yes.
Here.
Karski.
Here. Yes.
Kiley.
Here.
Rolfing.
Yes.
Staggers.
Yes.
We'll take the here as a yes.
Item 1 on the agenda, communications. A communication was received from AAA Travel requesting permission to consume but not sell wine and beer at 1300 Industrial Avenue on Tuesday, October 28, 2014, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. for the Viking River Cruise Show event. City Council action only.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve this agenda item. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmembers Anderson.
Yes.
Erickson.
Yes.
Erpenbach.
Yes.
Jamison.
Yes.
Karski.
Yes.
Kiley.
Yes.
Rolfing.
Yes.
Staggers.
Yes.
Item number 2, a conditional use permit appeal 1444 to allow a solar energy conversation system on the property legally described as Southeast 1/4, example Hine Addition and Klein Tracks number 1 and 2, section 32T 101 North R50W, approved at the September 22, 2014 joint city and county planning commission meeting with a vote of 5 yes, 0 no by the county planning commissioners and 5 yes, 0 no by the city planning commissioners.
We are going to start this conditional use permit appeal out with a discussion specifically on the notification issue. And I would like the planning from the county side to give a briefing first. And then after that, we will have 10 minutes for the proponents and the opponents to speak specifically on the notification issue first. So planning, do you want to speak first? And then we will move on from that point.
Good evening, David Heinold, County Planning Department. Just briefly discussing the notification process that applicants have to go through for a conditional use permit. They have to notify, if we skip ahead to this map right here, this shows where the proposed location for the solar energy conversion system is. They have to notify property owners of the outer boundaries 500 feet of that property. And this is determined by the records of the Director of Equalization. This has to be done at least a week ahead of time for the meeting. And also, in addition to that, a sign is to be posted at least 5 days prior to the meeting date. If you have any questions, I can answer them.
County, are there any questions for county planning? Commissioner Barth?
Madam Chair, so going to this project, our ordinance at that time did not specify notifying people in Lincoln County because we were just checking our own Department of Equalization. Is that right?
Yes.
So the people in Lincoln County, which is abutting the south side of this property, were not notified in advance of the hearing, right?
They were not notified by mail.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions on the county side for county planning? Okay. Thank you. Now I will give 10 minutes to the opponents and 10 minutes to the proponents to speak specifically on the notification issue of this. You will divide your time amongst whoever wants to speak on your side. So if one person uses up your 10 minutes, you're done. So figure out who wants to speak from your side, and we'll be watching the clock. If you would give your name and your address, please, before speaking.
My name is Mike Schaefer. I'm a lawyer in Sioux Falls with the Schaefer Law Office. At 412 West 9th Street is my office address. I represent 14 people in this case, many of whom are appellants, some of whom aren't, most of whom reside in Lincoln County, did not get notice. I looked at the file in this case, and the only people that were supposedly mailed notice were people that lived in Minnehaha County, landowners within Minnehaha County. The ordinance requires notice to the people within 500 feet. I represent 3 of the homeowners that live immediately south of this project in Lincoln County who will be affected by it. I think notice and opportunity to be heard is a fundamental principle of due process in this country where people take action affecting other people's property rights. The ordinance, I think, is somewhat deficient. I actually talked to Kirsten Kappmeyer, the chief deputy in charge of the civil division, and pointed out to him that under your notice ordinance, you go to planning and zoning and then to the director of equalization for the landowners in Minnehaha County. The city of Sioux Falls has a significant population that lives in Lincoln County, and there's a significant population of people in this affected area that live in Lincoln County that weren't given notice. So my recommendation would be maybe somebody needs to look at the actual notice ordinance, fix it so in the future so that abutting counties or states, people that own property there get notice. But for this case, I think the thing should be sent back to planning and zoning, give appropriate notice to everybody. Some of my clients got no notice whatsoever. Some people found out about it, but some of them got no notice at all. There's no urgency here because under the proposed schedule for construction, they're not even scheduled to begin construction until March of 2016, so there wouldn't be any prejudice to the applicant to do this. So that would be my recommendation to the council and the commission. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Schaefer. Is there anyone else on the opponent side that would like to speak on the issue of notification specifically? Seeing none, I would give the proponents an opportunity if they would like to speak at this time.
Good evening, Tina Reitel with Geronimo Energy, 7650 Edinburgh Way, Suite 725, Edina, Minnesota, 55435, which is Geronimo's business address. We own and operate Cherry Creek Solar LLC, to be clear. Prior to submitting our CUP application, we did send an informal, non-required notice to all landowners within 500 feet. That included people in Lincoln County. Now, it was an informal notice. It's generally something we do prior to developments. We notify them that we're planning on submitting a conditional use permit and invite them to call us and have discussions with us, answer any questions. So that went out on August 1st. We submitted our CUP application on August 30th. Correct. We'll double check that. But when it came to the CUP notification mailing, that we specifically asked, as we noticed the mailing list that we did receive from the county and city did not include everyone that we had mailed on our informal mailing, specifically did inquire about that and was notified and told to just include Minnehaha County.
Are there any questions for Geronimo on the county side? Okay, none. Are there any other proponents that would like to speak at this time? Thank you. Any opponents that want to come back and rebuttal what she said? Okay, we'll bring it back to the council. Commissioner
Madam
Barth?
Chair, it seems to me clear that proper notice was not given to the people that live on the Lincoln County side, and certainly our ordinance says to check with the Department of Equalization, which is a Minnehaha County department. We should have also checked with the Lincoln County Department of Equalization. And so I would like to make a motion to send this back to the Planning Commission, the Joint Planning Commission, for a full reconsideration. That's my motion.
With proper
I will
consideration.
second that.
We have a motion and a second to send this back to Joint Planning and Zoning for proper notification and consideration
And reconsideration.
and reconsideration. All those in favor on the county side, aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously on the county side.
Any motion from the council? Council
Here.
Anderson.
Motion to remand this item to the Planning Commission for further proceedings.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmembers Anderson, Erickson.
Yes.
Erpenbach.
Yes.
Jamison.
Yes.
Karski.
Yes.
Kylie.
Yes.
Rolfing.
Yes.
Staggers.
Yes.
That motion passes by a vote of 8-0.
So this topic has actually been sent back to the planning. There will be no decisions made on it tonight. It will have to go back to planning to be completed. I would
Madam
look for
Chair,
a
I
motion
move to adjourn.
on the county side for adjournment.
County
I have-
side.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously.
Motion from the council to adjourn.
Second.
A motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We are adjourned.
Adjourned.